kiddos, and welcome back to music class. My name is Mrs. Lizaola, and before we get started, let's do a little rhythm review. So if you'll remember, this year we have gotten through 4 rhythms because you guys are brilliant. We've already gotten through 4, and it's just October. And those 4 rhythms are these ones right here. The first one you see is a single sound living inside of a steady beat, and we call that ta. Oops. Little preview. And then the second one we have right here, that is no sound at all, just like a little tiny piece of silence living inside of a steady beat, and we call that a rest. So we have ta, we have rest. Then we have 2 sounds. When there are 2 sounds living inside of a steady beat, we call those TT. And our newest rhythm, one of my favorites, is 4 sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sounds living inside of a steady beat, and we call that tika tika. And that looks like this right here. It's got 4 notes to represent the 4 sounds, right? Connected with 2 beams across the top. It's sort of like TT doubled with an extra beam, right? So we have ta, rest, ti, ti, tika, tika. And last week we were doing bate bate chocolate, and we were also doing despacito, and I was so impressed with your guys' Flipgrid submissions. It was really, really impressive, and also really impressed the week before with your quiz scores. Remember I told you that 5th and 6th grade averaged a 92%? Really impressive. So I thought, you know what? Let's pick up the pace. Let's give them something difficult. So I know this song. And see, on a normal school year, I only teach 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade music, right? And so I've never gotten to use this song because it's really difficult. And in all honesty, it's kind of for 7th and 8th graders. But because you guys have been doing so wonderfully, I thought, okay, maybe I finally get to use this song. And it's one of my absolute favorites. It's super cool, but it's a little bit challenging. I think we can do it, though. It's called Bim Bum. Bim Bum. And I don't really know where the words bim bum come from. I think they're supposed to be just kind of percussive sound like a percussion, or maybe it could be like the sound of your heartbeat. Bim bum, bim bum. I'm not quite sure. You can totally make up whatever you think you want it to be about. But the only words in this song are bim, bum, and biddy. Yeah. Bim bum, biddy biddy bum, biddy bum, bim bum. And it's got a lot of our rhythms. So if you'll start right here at the beginning with me, I will speak through just those rhythms. Forget about the crazy words for now. It sounds like this. T, 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 tika, tika. What is that? What is that? That's not music, right? That's not a rhythm that we've learned. And you're right, it's not. And in fact, it's not a rhythm we've learned, and it's not a rhythm we're really ready to learn yet. You guys are brilliant musicians, but this one's pretty difficult. So instead of showing you guys this new rhythm, we're just going to use these little images. So every time we see that long dash, we'll just call it short because it's a short sound. And every time we see those 2 dots, we'll call them tiny. So short, tiny. All right, and then over here we have tiny, short. You can combine them up different ways. So every time we see those, I'll just call them shorts and tinies. So it sounds like this. T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny. Can you just try those first 4 beats right there with me? Ready, go. T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny. Very nice. One more time. Here we go. T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny. Beautiful. And let's go to these next 4 beats right here. It sounds like this. Short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Well, I'll say that again. Here we go. Short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Can you put both of those together with me? Yeah, I think we can do it. Let's start right here at the beginning. Ready, go. T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Again, T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Again, T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Again, T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Again, T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Okay, that's enough. And guess what? That's what the second line is also. It's true. Can you try reading through that with me one more time? We'll do both lines. Here we go. T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny, short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. T, 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 tika, tika, short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Very cool. This time I'd like to speak it for you. I won't add the pitches just yet. I won't sing, but I will speak it for you. It sounds like this. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Cool. Can you try to add the words for me this time? We'll slow it down just a little bit. 1, 2, ready, go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Try that again for me. You almost got it. I feel like you almost got it. We'll try it again. It's a hard song, I told you. It'll so be worth it, though. It's so cool. Ready, go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Very cool, and it's time for the next part. Don't worry, there's only 2 parts, though. You can totally do this. The next one sounds like this. I'll start with just the rhythms. Ta, ta, tika, tika, short, tiny, tiny, short, T, T, rest. So you'll look, the second half, if you just cover up the first half, the second half is the same as it was in the other ones. Short, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Short, tiny, short, T, T, rest. That part's the same, just the first half changes. I'll speak it again. Here we go. Ta, ta, tika, tika, short, tiny, short, T, T, rest. Then I'll move on to the second line because it's the same. Ta, ta, tika, tika, short, tiny, short, T, T, rest. And that's it. I will add the words to that this time. Sounds like this. Ready, go. Bim, bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Can you try adding the words with me this time? We'll slow it down a little bit. Here we go. Ready, go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Can we put all of the parts together? Let's start at the beginning. I know we can. Ready, go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Let's try that again. Oh, I told you, it's a hard one, but it's so fun. Once you get the words down, then you can add the melody, how it sounds with the notes, and then you add your hand movements. Oh my goodness, I promise it's so fun. I promise. Let's speak through it again, though, just to make sure we've got it. Sounds like this. Ready, go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, rest. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum, breast. Bim, bum, bitty, bitty, bum, bitty, bum, bitty, bitty, bum, bim, bum. Very cool. This time I'd like to sing it for you. You can just sit back and relax and listen. It sounds like this. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. And that's the whole song. Now, don't worry, I don't think we're quite ready to add the singing component of it yet, and that's all right because I'll always be here to sing it for you. Instead, let's skip that part because that's kind of hard. Instead, let's skip that part and let's go to using our hands. Now, this is really, really fun. What you're going to do this time is I will continue singing, and don't worry, you don't have to sing, just like I said. You're just going to think. You're going to focus. And the reason I need you to focus is because you have a job. Every time I sing the word bim, you are going to clap. Here we go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. It's kind of challenging. Let's try it again. Just that first line. Every time I sing bim, you clap. Here we go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Again, bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. One more time. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Did you get the hang of it? All right, we're going to go to the next page. Keep doing the same thing. If I say bim, then you will clap. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Let's try that page again like this. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Let's go back to the beginning. All right, now this time, anytime I say bum, we're going to snap. It looks like this. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. I'll show you that again. Here we go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Woo, it's hard. One more time. This time you join in. Claps on bims, snaps on bums. Just that first line. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Again, bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Woo! Okay, let's do that first page again, and then I'll skip right in to the second page. We won't even pause. Let's try it. Here we go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Oh my goodness, let's try that second page. We'll slow it down a little bit, like this. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Beautiful. Let's start from the beginning, go all the way through with our bims and our bums. Here we go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Oh my goodness, wonderful. We're almost at the end. The last part is we have to assign something for tika tika, that bitty bitty, right? So for this, I will stand up to show you. Woo! It looks like this. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum. So every time we say the word bitty, we just tap at our sides. I'll do that first line for you, like this. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Can you try that with me? That first line. Ready? Here we go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Again. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Woo! Let's try it again. Here we go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. I'm speeding up. Okay, I think we're ready for the next one. It looks and sounds like this. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Let's slow that one down a little bit. Here we go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Whew, it's fun. And I know it's really hard. And if you're just barely hanging on and you keep messing up, that's okay. I did too the first 5,000 times I did this. It's all right if you mess up. It's just supposed to be fun and silly. Let's try it once from the beginning. Here we go. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. Bim bum, see? Bim bum, bitty bitty bum, bitty bitty bum, bim bum. All right, now that's all we're doing this week because that one's a really hard one. If you'd like, you can go down below and you can submit yourself doing the bim bum body percussion in our flip grid. And I figured you probably weren't ready to sing it yet. So if you look right below this video, I have a little button that you can play it and it will be myself singing. You can use that while you record your flip grid. Have fun. I can't wait to see yours.